Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Concierge Health Advisor. Woo! You clicked on today's recording episode content. Elysium Health review. Apologies for where the sun is. Different roads will change the sun position. So, Elysium Health. This is my third installment effort in recording the Elysium Health offering. It's not intended to be a poo-pooing. There's a summary. It's a poo-pooing, but wait. It's well intended. The founder, Leonard Durante, I believe, and being my third recording of reviewing Elysium, it should be better, but it might be worse. So apologies if it is worse. I've podcasted and I've done a live stream on my live streamable channel. So with Leonard Durante, the founder, it's his second capitalist pig effort. Entrepreneur, let's tone it down. Entrepreneur effort into giving us a longevity product. Imagine if you've done something for 36 years, 46 years, like he has done, using him as the showcase for the founder, being the founder, who's the showpiece of Elysium Health. And imagine indicating, suggesting, researching for the last 40 years that genes, genetics, genetic materials, senescence, what else? Anyway, you get the picture. I haven't got the capability to go ultra scientific, but I've got the chassis, the concept chassis of what I need to contend. Well intended, Elysium is well intended, but imagine for 40 years you barked up the wrong tree. Many of us, most of us, 99% perhaps, have the proclivity to double down. If you've invested your life in something for 40 years and it's not produced anything, genetic therapy, it's not going to produce anything. Trillions spent in the biomedical sphere focusing on genetics, the whole genetic information, genetic sequencing, genetic selection, you can see that my excuse to not get scientific, to say I'm going to speak philosophically, is an excuse for I don't know what's going on, right? Yeah, I get it. Self-acknowledged, I get it. But omnigenetics, then you get the whole epigenetics, and then you get people that with epigenetics, horoscope people, micronutrient people, me. Then you get the epigenetics of the brain people. You get Bruce Liptons and all them. Even with all those differences in ideological proclivity and how much investment you've put into particular health pursuit, and if you spend even 2 years on something with me, perhaps 5 years on getting out of my prior health issues, yes, I will double down on my investments of, well, probably more accurate, 10 years, but 5 years of intensity. And now, the reason why I'm poor is because my marketing isn't that great and whatnot, but my health, I'm smashing it out of the ballpark, and I want to suggest, promote, save the world with their health too. Anyway, I digressed. Self-promoting digression. So imagine with Leonard's Garante, the founder of Elysium Health, doubling down. I think 20 years ago he exited out of his last entrepreneurial pursuit in giving us longevity product. Trying to, and each time that we have this particular are exposed to marketing information, product offering, suggesting it could help with the promotion of such and such, well, with Elysium Health. Those that are interested may have heard about the NAD Plus supplement idea. Yes, there's robust research indicated by credible medical journal offerings, and even on the preprint server type complex. And also, let's not forget, as part of Leonard Garante, I think it's Garante, sorry, even on his proclivity of sticking to genes as the basis, the chassis, the shtick that he's on, and many others, with the whole health complex has this fixation of genetic transmission, of disease. You get the picture. Genetic causes of disease are genetic. Tautology there. And we just grasped it, and we're running with it. And as a mainstream healthcare complex, biomedical research complex, do you like the other Romans are doing? Otherwise, you're in your life, in your income. Yes, we have motivations. I will self-disclose my proclivity to what I advocate here, which is micronutrients. Dependable micronutrient supply each and every day for the rest of your life, backed up by digestion and the absorption of that dependable micronutrients supply. Because if you're not absorbing it, you're literally pissing it down the dunny, which is code for the rest of the world, piddling it via the toilet. So, yes, sorry for the perhaps profanity. So he's doubling down, and once you come up with things like could help, NAD, energy to the cells, they've got the other offerings of matter, brain health, metabolic health, to resonate for the weight conscious people. Oh, you're gonna have the metabolic and the immune category, and there's 4 or 5 of them. There's at least 4 anyway. You get the picture. So there's a few offerings, but the flagship is the NAD Plus, right? So if you're taking Elysium products and you're getting benefit, good. Disclosing that, no, I haven't taken it. Well, you shouldn't be reviewing it. I get it. But genetic research in fixing our health ailments is barking up the wrong tree. And as I forget the name of the chap that said, science and medicine and changes one funeral at a time, and we all get that, the whole Romans thing, right? So at the moment, for the next maybe 1 century, we'll be fixated on genes, genetic therapy to get us out of our health ailments, and Elysium is part of this, and I'm using them as the flagship, as the example, as the, you get it? You're barking up the wrong tree, guys. If I am proved wrong in 20 years, Leonard Garante should be still alive. He's now, I think, 72. In 2022, he's 72 years old. Let's see. If him as an example, let's pick the other eight. Well, eight. Apparently there's 8 Nobel Peace Prize winners in Elysium. Let's see if let's set a low bar. If they all get into their 90s in vintage. If they all get into their 90s, then Elysium and NAD Plus and all the other offerings of Elysium Health is the gun. And I am not the gun. So let's compare notes. I'm now a smidge, a few months off, half century in my vintage. Let's compare notes in 30 years, 50 years, whatever. Genetic therapy versus my shtick, which is micronutrients. The whole essential micronutrients complex. There's 90 of them. If there's any regular viewers of my content, you'll know what the shtick is, and I'm not going to go into it here because this is a quasi review using Elysium Health as scapegoat. Maybe. There was my strategy for today. I used Elysium Health because it's gaining some traction. It's very appetizing what they're offering, the research and the genetic research with the NAD Plus and the energy to the cells and all that. And because it's a supplement, it's classified as a supplement, those same 2 tablets or whatever the dose is going into, let's compare demographics, that same 2 tablets is going into a more elderly, say 50 kilogram lady, and imagine that that same dose is going into a middle-aged 150 kilogram man. Same dose, supplement, not making sense. It's like 200 milligrams of calcium for that lady and that gent. No. Supplements, and in my shtick, micronutrients is weight dependent. So me being between 85 and 90 kilos, what's that, close to 200 pound, I need 200 pounds worth of micronutrients. And if it's NAD that I'll take it, which I'm not going to because they're barking up the wrong tree, surely that, 2 tablets of NAD Plus is, I think the average human used to be 10 stone, 64 kilos. I think they're going off 75 kilos now. What's that in the old money? The imperial 170 pound, 165 pound. Anyway, the average weight. So the lady should take less than 2 tablets. Cut a tablet. No, but then the pharmacokinetics, the pharmacodynamics, the pharmacodistribution is out if you start pouring the contents out of the capsules. That's another thing, the pharmacokinetics, the pharmacodynamics, and the pharmacodistribution of the supplements and the medication in NAD plus is not documented. It's just could help. NAD is part of cell. How it gets there, they're not sure about. They're not, which goes for how micronutrients are utilized. All we have with micronutrients, my shtick, is correlations. If someone's dead, look at that, they're dead because of that. And you do some more investigation, cremation study or cell culture type studies. They're short. They were short of something. If it was a heart attack, vitamin E, selenium deficiency, might have been copper if it was an aneurysm. Those little examples with the micronutrients complex. At least there's hard evidence with micronutrients, my shtick. And then you get the evidence of what you're looking at, the fitness of this guy talking to you, which doesn't exercise. Okay, I'll self-disclose that every second day I do between 60 seconds and 90 seconds, not minutes, seconds, every second day of just a set of push-ups. Then I get some iron lifted above my head, shoulder press, and then go into like a, straight from shoulder press to doing some arm curls, and that's it. That's my self-disclosure. That doesn't even count. Imagine a bricklayer there for 8 hours a day hauling bricks. That's more than what I'm doing, okay? So don't give me that. So that's all the exercise I'm doing. I'm basically sedentary. And people ask if I'm an athlete or not when I'm 50. What are you talking about? Anyway, so. Oh, but it's your genes. That's why you look like that. Come on. I'm going to use a chicken or cattle type example. Humans should all be looking fairly similar in physique, size, and health, because we're not all that different. I'm going into minute 18, and this is diatribing, segueing, and this is about Elysium Health, but a few eye-openers, a few of those little realizations, resonations of what we need to think about when we just fixate on genes, taking a supplement, expecting miracles. I'm going to increase my life expectancy from 70 to 90. No. If Leonard, the other 8 Nobel Peace Prize winners in Elysium Health, and all the others involved, if all of them this day live past the age of 80, I'll even set the bar lower, then we have sort of a winner. But the bar should be higher. We should have a high proclivity for centenarians of people that take, hopefully all the employees in Elysium Health take their own product. Hopefully. Oh yeah. So let's compare notes. I'm conscious of spitting at the moment, so while I talk. So let's compare notes in a few decades, if Elysium is around. And also, let's not forget using the founder as the discussion piece. I've only seen footage of him with a brief search of him presenting 10 years ago when he was age 62, and I would place him in the I'm not sure if you saw that on the camera, but that was a decent saying and spraying event. I would place Leonard Durante in the 60th percentile. And I'm not sure if he's improved since then. I'm not sure if he's in the 70th percentile. It's one of those recordings of how he presents, age looking wise. He's bald, right? So this is another part of my shtick. Male pattern baldness is a tin deficiency / absorption of tin issue. And then you have there's another PhD in the Elysium team on the board, or decent contributor, the Oxford chap, grey hair, wrinkly, obese. You need to have better looking spokespeople. They do have this sexy looking lady on there, which isn't, I think she's a PhD. So there's 3 main faces, and you better have one face that's looking all right? If you're pushing a health product. So yeah, that's just a quick snippet on, let's compare the doctor treating you. If the doctor is a smoking obese on his last legs, man or lady, it's just like then having this fat bloke flogging, trying to sell you a diet book that he or she wrote, a fat person, right? Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. So let's compare notes. 7 years, 22 years, 45 years, pick. I will vindicate you if you're right, and you can vindicate me, hopefully, if I'm right. I think I'll be right, because what you see now is, if you saw how I was in like a couple of years, three years ago, not pleasant. So here I am, trying to save the world in their health like it saved mine, and it doesn't take that much effort. Certainly not in a gym. Yes, you probably need to move around a little bit, get the whole lymph complex moving, the lymphatic system moving as well, maybe, but not just normal. Walk to your mailbox, take the stairs, maybe. But do you think an Amazonian native person has that physique by spending time on the elliptical machine doing crunches and spending 2 hours in a gym membership each day? Like, no. Oh, they spend a lot of time hunting and stuff. Well, no, not really. They work in teams, like humans work in teams. They're not doing it all themselves. So anyway, so I don't go too far. This is usually with the whole YouTuber sphere complex. 15 seconds, 3 minutes. That's getting I can't do that. I'm not well prepared enough. Or even if there was a reel taken from a snippet here and there out of this, 25 minutes nearly, it'd probably be shit. So anyway, for those that had the time, had the endurance to listen to all this, thank you. This is the review. Take it or leave it. And also the offer to compare notes in the genetic scope complex of our mainstream healthcare and biomedical pursuit versus micronutrients, my pursuit, and let's see. And yes, I've used Elysium Health today as the scapegoat, example, whatever. There you have it. And now, bye-bye.